For the Vancouver Whitecaps, the story has always been about getting close and falling just short. This is a club with real history, from winning a league title back in 1979 to becoming one of Canada's most successful teams in domestic competitions. In the modern MLS era, the highs have been real too. Canadian championship wins, playoff breakthroughs, and a 2025 season that finally put the Whitecaps on the league's biggest stage. They won the Western Conference, reached the MLS Cup Final, and ran into Inter Miami CF, where Lionel Messi helped end the dream one step short of a title. This is also a club tied to big names and big potential. The Whitecaps developed Alphonso Davies into a global star, brought in proven winners like Thomas Müller, and built teams that can compete with anyone in MLS. But for all the talent and momentum, the ultimate prize has never arrived. That's why the stadium conversation matters now more than ever. A true soccer-first home could be the missing piece, the kind of move that turns strong seasons into championships. Let's find out in today's episode. The push for a new stadium begins with a simple reality. The Vancouver Whitecaps are stuck in a situation that no longer works. Playing at BC Place, a massive multi-purpose venue built for global events rather than club soccer, leaves the Whitecaps with limited control and limited revenue. Unlike many MLS teams, the club does not meaningfully benefit from concessions, food and beverage sales, or other matchday income streams. These problems are putting them at a financial disadvantage within a league increasingly driven by stadium ownership and venue control. From a league perspective, the situation has become unsustainable. MLS Commissioner Don Garber has publicly described the BC Place arrangement as untenable and not viable long-term, especially after the stadium lease expired at the end of 2025. Beyond economics, the fan experience has also suffered. The dome setting, distant sightlines, artificial turf, and oversized bowl dilute the atmosphere compared to modern soccer-specific venues. Just as critically, a new stadium is now seen as essential to the club's future stability. With ownership putting the team up for sale in late 2024, league and club officials are looking to build a dedicated stadium, likely in the 25,000 to 30,000 seat range. This is a key to attracting investors committed to keeping the Whitecaps in Vancouver and avoiding the very real risk of relocation. As the stadium situation drags on, the threat of relocation has quietly become more real. According to reports from late 2025, at least 6 cities are monitoring the situation closely. They are viewing the Vancouver Whitecaps as a potential relocation target if a long-term stadium solution in Vancouver fails to materialize. Representatives from 2 of those cities were even present at the Whitecaps' Western Conference semifinal win over Los Angeles FC in November 2025, a clear signal that interest has moved beyond speculation. The pushback against relocation is not just emotional, it is grounded in measurable impact. The Vancouver Whitecaps generate an estimated $20 to $30 million annually for Vancouver's local economy through matchday spending, employment, and tourism, even under their current unfavorable BC Place lease. In 2025 alone, the club averaged around 25,000 fans per match, with playoff crowds exceeding 50,000. Levels that injected millions into hotels, restaurants, and transit during the postseason. That risk is magnified in Vancouver's case as the city prepares for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. The tournament is projected to generate over $1 billion in spending and 18,000 jobs between 2026 and 2031, benefits closely tied to soccer infrastructure and momentum. Add to that the Whitecaps' role in youth development, including producing global stars like Alphonso Davies, and relocation would mean forfeiting not just a team, but a pipeline of economic, cultural, and sporting value at a critical moment for the city. Fortunately, there is some good news. A breakthrough occurred in December 2025, when the Vancouver Whitecaps and the City of Vancouver signed a memorandum of understanding to explore a new soccer-specific stadium at Hastings Park Racecourse formally. Announced on December 11, the agreement opened an exclusive negotiation window through the 31st of December 2026, giving both sides time to study feasibility, design, financing, and community benefits. The proposed plan centers on a 25,000 to 30,000 seat stadium built and privately funded by the club. The new stadium will also be paired with a year-round entertainment district on land freed up after the closure of horse racing at the site. Crucially, the city would retain ownership of the land under a long-term lease, reportedly up to 99 years, while aiming to protect taxpayers by avoiding direct construction subsidies. Importantly, the agreement is not a green light to build, it is a starting point. Any final proposal must comply with the Hastings Park Trust, city bylaws, and a full slate of regulatory reviews, public consultations, and council votes. If approved, officials project the development could create hundreds of jobs, generate significant economic activity, and deliver new public amenities, repositioning Hastings Park as a major cultural and recreational hub. For now, negotiations continue behind the scenes through 2026, with periodic updates promised to City Council and the public. This is a slow, methodical process designed to keep the Whitecaps anchored in Vancouver while testing whether this ambitious vision can truly become reality. And that's our final stop for today's folks. Thanks again for watching, and see you next time.